Dan Perry here with another Dan on Tech Python video. Now that we've got our first program out of the way, let's go ahead and continue. And what I'm going to do is just copy this program. So I went up, right-clicked, and picked copy. There's my dialog box. And let's call it O2. Now I've got the O2 program. And so let me actually add one more comment here. And add the program file name. Actually, I guess the first time I did it, I copied the program name, not the actual program file itself. So that's what happened. It got pasted at the cursor position. So now I'm in program 2, and let me go back and change this. And we had this is our first program. So this time let's just put a print statement, and you don't have to have, won't normally have this, but this is just going to tell us this program shows some math. And so we'll go ahead and add that. Now, if you remember, we had the ability to do some simple math. When we did it from the shell, if I type 3 plus 5, or not 3.5, but 3 plus 5. If I type 3 plus 5 and then hit enter, it would have shown me 8. Now watch what happens if I run this program. So I'm going to right click and run it as a shortcut, and it doesn't show me anything. Now it didn't give me an error, but it doesn't show me anything because I've not told it to output it. And when we are running a program, we don't get that interactivity of the shell. So we would need to do something with it, and we could easily do print, if I could spell print, 3 plus 5, and now if I run it, and I can, right now program 2 is showing up here. If I use the drop down, I see both programs 1 and 2 up here in the upper right, but if I hit the green run arrow, I'll see an 8. That's okay, but if, say, 2 weeks from now I ran this program and didn't see the source code and saw that 8, it wouldn't tell me anything. So typically when you print output, you want to prompt in some shape, manner, or form and tell what this is. I'll say the sum is, put a space before my closing quote, and then if I just do a comma, it will do the math inside the print. And let's go ahead and run that, and you can see it now says the sum is 8. Well, let's continue on. Now, normally you're going to be printing something that had been said either through some calculation, input from the keyboard, which we're going to look at shortly in another video, values entered. So let's set some variables up, and I'm going to simply just use x. It said x equal to 3. And I'm going to have a variable y and say y is equal to 5. I can do a calculation. Z is equal to x plus y. So I can use those variables in my calculation. The equals here does not mean equals. A single equal sign means assign a value to. So if I say x equal 3, that says assign the value 3 to the identifier, the variable x. I assign the value 5 to the variable y. The z equals x plus y says take x and y, those values, add them together, and then assign that value to z. So let's print this out. Let's format our print. So I'm going to say x equal, comma, and this is all inside the quotes, so it will be as it appears in the quotes. y equal, and here we looked at formatting, and I'm using those placeholders. And then the dot format, x, comma, y, comma, z. If I run this, it should add x and y, or set x to 3, y to 5, and set z equals x plus y. So when I run it, my output, I still have this print the sum is 8 up here, but now I'm getting x is 3, y is 5, and z is 8. That shows me how I can do math calculations inside the program, and in this case, output the format. Use some different numbers, try floating point numbers and others, and try the different types of math, and just practice with that. Thank you for watching this Dan on Tech video. Please subscribe to this playlist so you don't miss future videos. Please check out and subscribe to our other Dan on Tech channel playlists.